Greetings, dear subscribers and viewers. In this issue, we will look at a video taken by a Russian soldier at the front in Ukraine. A first-person video shot on a kind of action camera. The video is very informative. So, let's start watching this video without further delay. So, what we see in this video. A Russian convoy of 2 civilian vehicles, converted for military needs, is moving towards Russian positions. This is not an assault column, this is a convoy for the delivery of ammunition or rotations or both. And on its way, the Russian convoy meets a Ukrainian FPV kamikaze. Looking a little ahead, I will say that both Russian soldiers and Ukrainian pilots acted correctly throughout the video. And they made one mistake each, one mistake that led to the result that will be at the end of the video. But we will find out later. In the meantime, Russian soldiers are acting correctly. They have dispersed as far as possible in this situation, in different corners, and are starting to fire at the Ukrainian drone. Let's look further to see where this leads. At this point, I made a freeze frame for 2 reasons. The first reason is admiration for the quality of Russian videos and the quality of their equipment. Simply beyond praise. It was sarcasm. The second reason is to give you an explanation of how the Russian soldiers and the Ukrainian pilot acted. The Russian soldiers acted correctly. They chose the best time to move their column. This is the time when twilight comes, when day smoothly flows into night. This timing is considered the best for the movement of columns or individual vehicles. There is an opinion that at this time of the day it is easiest to slip past the drone. But in this case, it failed. A Ukrainian drone spotted the convoy. The Russian soldiers shoot back, and our cameraman correspondent uses a gun. I'm not quite sure what kind of gun it is. In our Telegram channel, we conducted an expert analysis and decided that it was either MC-1221 or IZ-153 Baikal. If you have information about the model of the gun, please write it to my Telegram channel. There I will post this video again, and there you will be able to answer this question. But Ukrainian FPV, they do not hit it, although the fire is quite strong. And the Ukrainian FPV approaches the target from the side of the sunset, complicating aiming at it. In this video, both continue to act correctly, but some are just more lucky. Let's look further. They continue to shoot back at the FPV drone, which makes a distinctive sound. Such sounds are emitted only by the FPV drone. Mavic sounds different. Russian soldiers are doing the right thing, in fact. I can't see any flaws in their actions. On my channel, I often show the inexperienced actions of Russian soldiers, but here I just can't even find anything to complain about. Someone says, get away from the car, and this is also the correct recommendation. Because the drone is hunting for the car, not for the soldiers. We saw it, yes, it just flew from the sunset, and this helps it to remain unharmed in many ways. I don't know why it takes so long for the drone to choose a target, but maybe the pilot has reasons for it. Maybe he's trying to waste their ammunition. But this is risky. Russian soldiers run a lot. That's right. They try to stay alone. And the moment of impact. So, the Ukrainian drone hit its target. It hit one of the cars, apparently carrying some kind of supply. And this is the success because the Ukrainian drone was not shot down, the pilot hit the target. This can be considered a successful finale, but this is the very mistake that the Ukrainians, and not even the pilots, made here. The thing is that they had only one drone and it hit a car, the priority target. But the Russian soldiers survived because no more drones will arrive in this video. And this is the mistake of the Ukrainians. I don't know who to pin it on, but why don't they have another drone? Why don't they have another pilot who can support the first drone? Why don't they have Mavic? The answer is very long and I will not be able to answer it in this video. But for me, the most obvious option for this solution is donations. Donations for drones, necessary drones. If you want these Russian soldiers not to get into a vehicle and come to your home, donate to drones so that the pilot has more options so that he can hit not one car, but two. So that at this time the co-pilot, the third pilot, can attack the Russian soldiers, not letting him survive this trip. Because he will get into a new car and go further to the Ukrainian infantry, engaging in hand-to-hand combat with them and doing something else so bad. Therefore, donations for drones are very important. I hope I've made my point. As for the Russian soldiers, they'll have to proceed on foot from here. Pay attention to how many vehicles. A Chinese golf cart was in the frame.
That's it, we were left without vehicles. Let's go on foot.
How many vehicles are lying on this road? Ukrainian pilots are giving it their all, honestly, no exaggeration. For all the opportunities they have. Russian soldiers will go on foot. If they were carrying some kind of ammunition or supply, they are now useless. If they were going on rotation, they would have to sit in positions until the next car arrives. Or perhaps it won't come anymore, or the rotating ones will have to go on foot. So their situation is unenviable in any case. Despite the fact that no new drones will hit them until the end of the video, they still found themselves in a situation that is much worse than it was before the drone attack. Just notice how many cars there are. As for the Russian soldiers, or rather the mistake they made, which is why they found themselves in this difficult situation, it is that they came to Ukraine, came to war, to a place where no one invited them. Today they are lucky, they will reach their goal. Perhaps after some time another drone will come. I do not know. Perhaps they'll be caught by a drone in a future. No one knows. But the risk is very high. Therefore, in all the troubles that have happened to them, are happening or will happen in the future, they themselves, the Russian soldiers who are doing bad things, are to blame exclusively. This is to put it mildly. If you don't want a Chinese drone to end your life, you don't want to take risks, you don't want to play fate, then don't come here, and everything will be fine for you. Thank you for your attention, for watching this video. Donate to drones, do not go to fight in Ukraine. Semper Fidelis.